1071, this is Eggz. Special guest in the studio, just performed outside in the Hot 1071 Listener Lounge, Mr. Jesse McCartney.
Eggz, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing, sir?
I'm great, man.
Dude, you absolutely killed it outside.
Thanks, man. It was a fun show. It was a good little crowd.
Your fans were, I'm telling you, you have one of the most following fan bases like I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, they're one of the most loyal fan base you could ask for. The reason I did this is because of all of them. So
yeah,
big ups to all the fans.
Very cool, because they're like, yeah, I knew Jesse from like when he was 16 and he was, he was a grown up.
We've kind of grown up together.
Yeah,
point.
right. That's awesome. So yeah, Jesse was he was performing at the Hot 107 Listener Lounge. He was performing his first single off the new album, which we don't know the name yet. It's gonna be the fourth album. Can you drop a little hint?
I'll tell you this. It's 3 words. It's big. It's expansive. It's very generous. Those are my hints. You guys can call in and guess if you'd like. But I'm going to be releasing the title and the release date next week.
Really?
On Twitter, so I'll be sure to let you guys know.
And your Twitter is?
At Jesse McCartney.
At Jesse McCartney, okay.
Yeah, buddy.
It's not Eggz is Handsome, is it?
What's that?
It's not, the title isn't Eggz is Handsome?
No, I thought about it, and it was already taken, so.
There is, I have to say, there's a running joke in the studio, because I might not show it now, but I am a longtime fan.
Oh,
so
cool.
I was, from a long time ago, like when I got in the radio, there's certain people that I really wanted to interview.
Oh, cool,
and
man.
since I got here like in July, and I'm like, I would love to interview Jesse McCartney, and then when this came up,
right on,
it was
brother.
perfect. So they all think I'm like, the running joke in the office is we should get a 2-bedroom apartment together. So if you're down with that.
Well, if I need a spot in Denver, I'll definitely hit you up.
There you go. Look at the view outside. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, man. I love it here. I have to say, though, the elevation, I never usually had a problem.
Yeah.
Last night, I woke up sort of like in a, short of breath. And I called next door, and I was, the people I travel with, and they're like, you're supposed to be drinking a lot of water. And I hadn't had anything to drink the entire day. But I love it here, man. I've been skiing out here before.
All right.
And I love this state, man. It's great.
You're a skier or a snowboarder?
I'm a skier, man. I've been skiing since I was 3.
Wow.
I used to ski competitively when I was younger. So I love to ski.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
well, that's something you probably didn't know.
There you go.
I want to talk about the album really quick, and then we'll get you on. I know you're busy. So what can fans expect about this 4th album? What's it about?
So this 4th album is sort of a continuation of my last album, Departure, and it is in that, sonically it's very much, you're gonna hear a lot of the same sounds. I'm pushing it a little bit more on the urban side, and once you dig into the album a little bit, you'll hear examples of that. Songs that I did with Sean Garrett. I did a collab with Tyga from Young Money, and it just pushed a little bit more on the rhythmic side. Shake is kind of the opening song, and it's kind of to remind people of what the last album was like.
Sure.
And it's kind of like a bridging of the gap between that album and this one. So I think people are gonna love it.
I really love Shake. I think it's got an awesome sound to it.
Thanks, man.
Whose idea was it, the telephones in the song? The ring.
It was actually I was in the studio with J Cash and with Ammo, these 2 up and coming writers, and Ammo pulled up this track, and this guy Cash and I were writing the song, and he said anytime I hear my phone ringing, and there was like a break, and it was either gonna be like we thought about doing the hey, but it was like no, that's been done. I don't want to do that. And it's funny, Ammo's phone started ringing while we were writing the song, and I said, wait a second, why don't we just take one of the Apple rings, go behind the mic? And so I took the phone, and right on the right, obviously right after the verse, right before the chorus comes in, we sampled the ringtone from one of the iPhones, and we plugged it in. So it worked, and it kind of made it kitschy. So.
Very cool. It works, man. Absolutely works. 2 more questions. 1, the ladies want to know, especially outside, all your fans, is Jesse single?
Single.
Been
single.
Do you want to, have somebody, or are you just loving life right now?
It's funny. I am loving life right now, and it really, for me to sort of commit to anyone wouldn't really be fair to me or her. It's just not sort of in my cards right now. And actually, that's thematically, this is, that's what this album is about, is sort of being the reluctant bachelor. As much as I would love to have a girlfriend at this point, it's just kind of out of the question, and that's the sort of underlying tone throughout the record. As much as there's those party dance records, there's one of my favorite songs that that I performed today, actually, called Mrs. Mistake, and it's kind of the heart of the record. So Yeah, man, but life's good. I can't complain.
Very cool. All right, you want to intro? We're about to play Shake right now. You want to intro it for us?
Yeah, I haven't done this yet, so I'm excited.
Hot 107.1. Here's new Shake. You want to go for it?
Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is my first single from my 4th album, right here on Hot 107.1. Check it out. It's called Shake.
Thank you, sir.